What's good, everybody? I'm back. This is a back-to-back video. Um, I feel like I just had to drop something, so I got 5 things I just had to get off my chest. 5 things I've been thinking for a while. I think I'm gonna start writing because sometimes I be watching fights and I just be getting like random thoughts like like I feel this type of way, and then like as time progresses, I see that it's like I feel like my thoughts on certain things, it's like I see it before it comes. You know what I'm saying? And if I wish I would I would say it on video so that way like I could go back and be like, I told you so. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things that come to top of my head is when Juliana Pena was gonna fight Amanda Nunes, it was like she was giving me Nate Diaz vibes. I don't know if I probably did put on a video. I'm not sure. When Juliana Pena was gonna fight Amanda Nunes, bro, and they were talking smack to each other. Well, Pena was doing most of the trash talk. It was like giving me like Diaz McGregor vibes when they first fought, like crazy. Like that was like when I first seen it, the first thing I would just feel like the Diaz McGregor vibe. And I kept saying that I would say that to like my homie or my cousin, and it came true. And what's the crazy part, that I was saying that shit through the fight. I was saying it to my girl. I was saying it to my girl. I was telling her like, I'm telling you, this reminds me of that Diaz shit. And then as soon as the fight ends, she even hits him with the, "I'm not surprised, motherfucker." You know what I mean? So it made it even more crazy because I was like, damn, like I really hit this shit spot on. Another thing was, this is actually the number thing on my number one. This is actually one of the things on the list. I put this one at number one, and I've been said this though, but now it's starting to come to life where everybody starts to see it. Izzy is a boring fighter. That's like Izzy's cool. Like he's kind of entertaining sometimes. I think his like Penny is not, so that's kind of weird and shit. Like it's not my type of thing, but he doing him, whatever. But he's just a counter fighter, bro. He's just a counter fighter, bro. Like it's not that he's a counter fighter. That's not the bad part. The part is that he's only a counter fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like we have counter fighters like Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Like Conor McGregor's a counter fighter. But if you're not throwing, bro, he's gonna come at you and he's gonna crack you. Izzy is not. He's gonna all he's gonna do is, if you're not coming forward and throwing at him, he's not gonna go forward except throw some leg kicks. He's gonna touch you with some leg kicks. He's gonna hurt you with them leg kicks. But like he's not really gonna do much, bro. We've seen a lot of it, and I've seen this since a long time ago because the Romero fight was super boring. You know what I'm saying? It was boring. Paulo Costa fight. He finished them, but it was a whack fight. It was boring. You know what I'm saying? The Robert Whittaker. The only reason it was even exciting the second time around is because Robert Whittaker was the one coming forward. He was the one pushing the action, bro. Like Izzy was just right there sitting, waiting to counter his little hooks. You know how he knocked him out the first time. But other than that, all Izzy does is throw leg kicks. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he has to do more. I feel like he's too much of a star to be that boring. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You got to do what you got to do to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's winning you fights, if that's getting you to the top, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I would say push the offense a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it on Izzy. Izzy's cool. Like the way he thinks is kind of dope. Like I could sometimes relate to him. But yeah, other than that, painting your toenails, painting your nails. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Let me see what else. I think that's it on Izzy. Izzy gotta knock some dude out on his face, like just straight up. He got all these knockouts on kickboxing, bro. You gotta knock these dudes out in the UFC, bro. Like for real, because last time he got finished was what? Like he gets finishes, but they're like his last good finish was probably Robert Whittaker. Like Robert Whittaker when he fought Robert Whittaker the first time when he really finished him, that was like probably one of his best finishes. But yeah, like even when he finished Paulo Costa, like it was a finish and whatever, but like it wasn't like oh my god, like what I mean? It was like he kind of cracked him on the side of the head, and just kind of, what I mean? Whatever. We'll see who he fights next. Hopefully he don't fight like You know, he fought even when Izzy fought Marvin Vettori, bro. That shit was boring, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Point is, you gotta step it up on the offense. Number 2 I got on the list is Darren Till hanging out with Chimaev, bro. Listen, Darren Till. When I first see him, I'm like, bro, you kind of dick riding him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was some dick riding on Darren Till's part. You know, like, bro, like Chimaev's fighting at middleweight sometimes. I know he's fighting at welterweight right now, but he's fought at middleweight. Like, come on, bro. Like, it kind of gives you like oh, you kind of trying to be friends with a dude, so you don't have to like fight him. You know what I mean? It's just what I kind of got a little vibe off. You know what I mean? Just you know, just a little thought that came to my head. Like, you trying to be friends with him, but like I saw Darren Till, he looked kind of fat, bro. But yeah, that I don't know. I didn't think that shit was too cool that Darren Till was hanging out with Chimaev. Like, I don't really like it's cool, but it's like I wish somebody else would have been like training with Chimaev, like not Darren Till, because I don't really fuck with Darren Till like that. But that was my number 2 thing right there, like Darren Till hanging on Chimaev. I don't really fuck with that. But my number 3 was also about Darren Till, is that he's overhyped, bro. Darren Till is one of the overhyped fighters. He lost 4 out of his last 5. He's lost 4 out of his last 5. This guy, he's another one of those guys that just, he's an entertainer, and then like he gets a lot of hype. Well, it's because he had some good wins, but as of recently, he's been going down. So Darren Till is not like if I see Darren Till on a whether it's a fight night or a main pay-per-view, it's not really that exciting to me. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, it's Darren Till, whatever. Yeah, so anyways, number 4, Johnny Walker. He got his ass laid out. But the main point of my statement was, Johnny Walker's like a weirdo, bro. Like, he's kind of weird. Like, he been doing all this, like, I don't know if you guys seen him fight Jamal Hill, but like, when he came out to the, when he was, you know, when you come out and then they put Vaseline on your face and shit, and he's just like dancing and shit, like all these like weird ass dance movements. I'm like, you kind of weird. Like, I feel like he tries to be weird, but like, don't be weird and like lose. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be weird and like, he's trying to do like this crazy act, like he's crazy, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you're getting smacked, bro. Like, you're not even winning, bro. And you know, he got knocked out. Like a weirdo gets knocked out. That's plain and simple. That's why people are flaming him, because he wants to be weird. He got knocked out like a weirdo. Like, this dude like jumped while he got like knocked out. Like, it was kind of weird. So I don't even like blame him for getting bashed, bro. Like, he's trying to be a weirdo. Now you gotta deal with weirdo consequences. But yeah, I don't fuck with Johnny Walker like that. He's kind of whack. I mean, I respect all fighters that go into the octagon. I respect every fighter. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. I respect every fighter that gets into the octagon. You know, just saying. And number 5, none other than Mr. Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor, in my opinion, is still a top lightweight. He's still top lightweight. The only problem is he's been running into Dustin Poirier. How many times? They fought 3 times. Well, recently it was just twice. You know, he's fought the number 1 guy in the lightweight, except, you know, not the champ, but the number 1 guy on the list. And he's lost. You know what I mean? But I think if he fights anybody else, maybe like besides like a Makhachev, maybe, I don't know, he might be able to starch Makhachev, to be honest. But like, I think if McGregor fights another top 5 guy, he's able to starch him. If he fights Chandler, bro, let me tell you, bro, if McGregor fights Chandler, Tony Ferguson, like, he's knocking these dudes out, bro. Like, just straight up, like, he's knocking them out. Like, a lot of people saying like, oh, Chandler McGregor's a good fight. Like, it probably is gonna be a good fight, but let me tell you something, bro. Chandler's too short, and his reach is too short. McGregor's been doing this since the featherweight. When he's fighting a short, stocky guy, he's laying him out every time. He only has trouble when he fights a bigger dude or a guy that's like the same as him. You know what I mean? Well, you got to be bigger than him for him to like, you know what I mean? Because these other dudes is like they're gonna lay it out. Like, so yeah, like I think I don't really know who's. I know Gage. I think Gage is like probably like a good fight for him. That would be like a crazy fight. Conor McGregor Gage. That's like the one that I would say like, oh, that's a good fight. You know, I don't know who would win that. If I was Darius, some shit like that, like I'd probably go McGregor, maybe, just because Darius is a grappler or whatever wrestler. Who else is the top guy? Yeah, those are pretty much the top guys, bro. So I would say if McGregor's gonna come back, he's probably gonna fight. If he fights Diaz, that's a good fight too. You know, I fuck with Diaz, so I'll have to rock with Diaz. But that's a good fight. Like that's McGregor Diaz is a better fight than McGregor Chandler or McGregor Ferguson in terms of you don't know who's gonna win. Because I think if if you put Tony or Chandler in front of McGregor, he's starching him. Can I see McGregor getting back to the championship status? Can I see him fighting for the title? Possibly. He has to beat a look. I would say if McGregor fights Tony Ferguson for his next fight, if he fights Tony Ferguson for his next fight and he beats him, then he goes beats Michael Chandler. He beats him. I feel like they would give him a title fight, honestly. Even though they're like, I think Tony Ferguson's probably ranked like number 7, and Chandler's probably ranked like number 6 or 5 or something like that. Like they're not like 1, 2, 3. I know they're like somewhere from like 4 to 8. They're somewhere in between there. But it's Conor McGregor, you know, he fights Tony Ferguson is a big name. Michael Chandler, it's kind of a big name now too because he had big fights. I would say they would give him a title shot. If not, he would need one more after that. You know what I mean? And then it'll just be depending who he fights. Can I think he'd beat Oliveira? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe Chandler. If Oliveira hops on his back, it's a wrap. So, yeah, that was just 5 things I had to get off my chest, you know. Izzy, Darren Till, Walker, McGregor. If more shit comes to my head, then I'll just write that thing down. And I'll make another video, one of these. Let me know if y'all fuck with it. Or let me know what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to watch. Let me know if you got any random thoughts. Other than that, I'm out.